Hello everyone and welcome back to Megalithic Awakening. I'm your host, Carnac. We look at ancient mysteries, megalithic architecture and lost civilizations. Please enjoy our journey looking at lost mysteries. Thank you. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the top 10 sites in Carnac and Brittany. Carnac and Brittany are home to hundreds of megalithic sites, over 550. And today we're just going to look at the top 10. In at number 10 is St. Michael's Tumulus, or Tumulus of St. Michael. This is an incredible 6,500-year-old burial chamber. And there has been some incredible things found here. Beautiful polished axe heads, pieces of jewellery, all sorts have been found here. The reason why I include this on this list is because it's one of the earlier sites within the Carnac area, and it's also one of the sort of main high points. You can see it driving around. Now there's a church on top. You see this not just in Europe, but all around the world, that a later religion was come along and built on top of previous, what they call pagan sites. We see this in the Americas as well, in Mexico and places where the church built on top of pyramids. And this is why I included this site on this list, because it just goes to show that this was happening everywhere. It's a remarkably interesting site. It's not the easiest to find. Signposts aren't great, but it's a really nice site. And when you're at the top, you get just this beautiful view of all around Carnac. You can see the main town of Carnac and everything. It's just a lovely place, well worth a visit. Our number 9 spot on this list goes to the Cumulard Menhir. This is a 5.2 metre or just over 17 foot standing stone. Whilst it's only a single standing stone on its own, I think it's very impressive. It's not just incredibly tall, it's also quite a wide standing stone and has the remains of some very good carvings on it. Unfortunately, you can't make out the carvings too well today, as erosion from weathering over the years has sadly taken place too much, but it's still an incredible standing stone nonetheless. Our number 8 spot goes to Dolmen Monet Curie, and I do apologise if I got the pronunciation wrong. This is an incredible 5,000 to 7,000 year old burial mound complex. I say complex because at one point it was 3 separate passage graves within one big mound. However, now the mound no longer exists and it's sort of 3 separate dolmens with a little underground bit that has some of the most incredible rock art I have seen. There's a road cutting pretty much through the middle of this mound now, sadly, but thankfully a lot is still intact. And thankfully the incredible rock art has survived, which is really good to see. In at number 7 is Cocado Tumulus. This is a 6,800-year-old to 7,000-year-old tumulus, just over 1 kilometre from the main Carnac alignment. It's an incredible site. You go there and it just looks like it was forgotten by time. It's in almost pristine condition. And just on the southern side of it, there's multiple megaliths still there. There's also a megalith not far from the entrance that's in a nice little alignment. This is just a lovely little site. It's a bit of a hike to get to, but it's just great because it does almost seem like it was just forgotten in time. You go there and it's pretty much fully intact. It doesn't look like anyone's ever bothered it. In at number 6 is Dolmen de Peri Plat. Again, apologies if I get the pronunciation wrong on any of the names to these sites. This is a stunning passage grave. After about 6 meters, you get a nearly 45-degree angle turning left. This incredible passage grave is seated right on the seafront overlooking the coast, so it's got a lovely bit of scenery outside. It's very windy to get to, but a lovely sight. Within the passage grave is some of the most stunning rock art within the area. We see so much incredible rock art within this area of Brittany. However, this site may just have the most beautiful rock art out of all these sites within this area. There are 2 side chambers within the passage grave. We're now into our top 5 spots on this top 10 sites of Carnac and Brittany. Our number 5 spot goes to Dolmen Table of the Merchants. This dolmen was rebuilt in 1993 and is part of a complex made up of 3 different sites. We will talk about those sites a bit later. This dolmen is around 6,200 years old. Within the dolmen there's also some incredible rock art that we see all over Brittany really. Just as you go in the dolmen, there's some incredible rock art on the ceiling that was made from a broken megalith. On the side walls there's small amounts of rock art, however the main bit is on the big wall at the very back of the dolmen. But this is another site that just really brings to life the prehistory of Carnac. Our number 4 spot goes to Cairn de Petumont. This is an incredible cairn in the Brittany area. In 1942 it was heavily damaged by the Nazis that completely destroyed the first chamber when they built a bunker in the side of it. Unfortunately, when they built this bunker it also collapsed the second chamber, which thankfully has been restored now. The Nazi bunker has now been turned into an exhibition area, and on top of it you can get quite a nice view of the rest of the cairn and surrounding areas. The cairn originally dates to around 6,500 years ago to 6,800 years ago, and it's very significant cairn. The megalithic bit in front we see now, many believe is a later addition, potentially in the Roman times. However, this is unproven and we don't know if that's true or not. Our number 2 spot goes to Gavronese Cairn. This is an incredible cairn within Brittany. Gavronese dates around 6,000 years ago. Gavronese is known for being one of the best preserved prehistoric sites within Brittany, but not just one of the best preserved, it also has some of the best rock art within the whole prehistoric world. Brittany is full of rock art. Many of the prehistoric sites in Brittany has some sort of rock art. However, Gavronese is truly special with how unique and intricate its rock art is. Not far from Gavronese is another small island with a stone circle on it. However, this stone circle's rather unique as it more goes in a figure of 8, with half of the circle going underwater now. These 2 sites together I feel like deserve the number 2 spot, but you can't talk about Gavronese without talking about this incredible stone circle. So many incredible discoveries have taken place at Gavronese. Also on the island of the stone circle there have been many great discoveries of polished axe heads and many bits of pottery. Some people suggest pottery was produced on this island for the surrounding areas. And of course, the number one spot goes to the Carnac alignments. The Carnac alignments are technically more than one site, however, I think they deserve to all be classed as one site. The Carnac alignments have over 3,000 megaliths within them and go on for miles upon miles. The Carnac alignments are around 6,500, 6,600 years old. You notice a pattern of the alignment as it goes on, starts off with smaller megaliths, and in the middle has the tallest, then sort of goes back down to the smaller ones. At the end of the alignment, the main one in Carnac by the visitor centre, there's almost like a stone circle. Many people call it the enclosure at the end of the alignment. No one truly knows what the Carnac alignment was for. There are so many theories about this. The Carnac alignment is tied in with legends of King Arthur and Merlin. Other people say Carnac's to do with aliens. Other people just look at it as a stone row. This is one of the beautiful mysteries with megalithic architecture, is all the theories. It's what I love about it. It's what drives the passion. Is everyone talking about their own theories, and we never truly know what these stunning megalithic sites were for. Another place worth mentioning within the Carnac area is the Carnac Prehistory Museum. Whilst it's not a megalithic site, I think it's a good one to throw in, as I strongly recommend anyone with a passion or interest in megaliths goes to this museum, as it's got so many of the archaeological finds from the Carnac area there. It really is worth checking out. All of the signs are in French, but that doesn't take away from how stunning the artefacts there are. Well, thank you for watching today's episode of Megalithic Awakening. If you've enjoyed this, I've done more videos looking at sites in Carnac that go around them. Please do check them out. Please do like this video, it means a lot, and please do subscribe.